Question number 2, Barbara Kuriger.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question's to the Minister of Finance and asks, what reports has he received on the stability of New Zealand's financial system?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, yesterday the Reserve Bank released its 6-month financial stability report, which found that our financial system continues to perform well despite a deterioration in the outlook for global financial stability. The banking system is maintaining sound levels of capital above minimum requirements, and growth in bank deposits has kept pace with growth in lending. Lower interest rates, in fact the lowest interest rates in 50 years, are allowing borrowers to repay their debts faster. Our net external liabilities have declined from a peak of 85% of GDP down to 62%, supported by higher household savings. The softening economy may mean that these numbers worsen a bit in the short to medium term, but I would expect to see continued improvement in the long term.
Speaker.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, what does the Reserve Bank have to say about risks to New Zealand's financial stability?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, they point out risks which I think the House is pretty familiar with. The low prices in the dairy sector, which mean there are risks for that part of the dairy sector that has high debt, and also their view that Auckland house price increases are too high and are not sustainable. That's why we're working closely with the Auckland Council on a wide range of measures to improve supply and improve the planning system. With respect to housing, the government has introduced tax measures such as the Bright Line test. The Reserve Bank's introduced the investor LVR restrictions, and in 1 April next year there will be a withholding tax payable by foreign owners of houses when they sell those houses.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, what recent data has he seen on Auckland housing?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the most important is the annual number of building consents, which is currently running in Auckland at the highest in 10 years at 8,700, and it needs to keep growing to keep up with growth in population and growing demand. There is some recent anecdotal evidence that the housing market in Auckland is slowing down, but we would need to see numbers for another 6 months in order to see whether it's a long-lasting effect. The recent National Construction Pipeline report projected an extra 80,000 homes over the next 6 years.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what other reports has he seen on New Zealand's economic resilience?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, the International Monetary Fund published its concluding statement on New Zealand this week. It pointed out that the flexible exchange rate is an important economic buffer, so the drop in the exchange rate will help our economy adjust and grow again. Farmers are employing a range of measures to adapt to lower dairy prices, and they pointed out that finally that the banks are well capitalised, so they can handle a period of lower dairy prices or a slowdown in house prices.
Question number 3, Materia Ture.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker, tēnā koutou e te whare. My question is to the Minister of Justice and